The situation between India and China at the moment and what's happened at the border. Now, security has been stepped up at the Indo-China border. The forces are on alert. Defense deployment has also been increased. In fact, Times Network is on ground in Ladakh to tell us what the situation is at this point in time. Joining me right now is Vivek Narayan from Ladakh right now. Vivek, thanks for joining us. What can you tell us? You've been there now all of today. What can you tell us about the situation on ground at this point in time?
Well, we've managed to speak with multiple sources, individuals who were actually present at the time when the skirmish happened. One of the ways that we could speak with them is that from morning I was at the district headquarters and the hospitals here, where the dead bodies of 14 martyrs were brought, the mortal remains rather, of 14 martyrs were brought for autopsy. The individuals who bought these bodies were carrying these bodies from the skirmish site to Daulat Beg Oldie airstrip. From there, it was airlifted by chopper to the Leh airport. From there, brought in trucks to the hospital. So when I spoke with these individuals, these are not very senior officers, mind you. These are other ranks. They had a story to tell. They were saying on how for every inch of land, the Indian soldier fought with his life and made sure that if he lost his life, he took at least one Chinese life. That is something, quote unquote, I heard, kaante ki takkar di is a word that he had used, that other rank had used. But yes, we've had multiple deaths here, and it was sad to see Indian bodies being ferried in trucks out to their homelands. But remember one thing, Avni, even when we are coming out with the number of Indians' death, look at the Chinese side. They are not telling us anything. We still don't have an official statement from the Chinese Communist Party or their Ministry of Foreign Affairs, MOFA, to tell us on how many people have died at their side, because for them, human life does not matter. Another thing that I saw is in front of that hospital today, a very touching indeed incident was of a lady with her prayer beads. She was standing there and she was chanting Buddhist mantras. So she was there from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. till I was reporting from there live. I asked her whether she belongs to that city. Does she, did her son go to the war? Has he lost his life? Is he in the hospital? What has happened? What has brought her here? She says that I am here because every Indian who has died there is like my son. And it came from the heart. The kind of feeling that individuals here in Ladakh have towards the army, the respect they have with the army, for the army, and the services they do is immense. And it makes us think, Avni, at times on how we Indians in other parts of the country view our armed forces. Yes, we may be lighting a candle at the gateway or at the marina or at the Freedom Park in Bangalore. I'm not saying that's a bad thing to do. But that intensity somehow, yes, I've reported all those, but that intensity that I heard in that lady's voice is something I've never heard before. But fortunately, on ground, let me tell you one thing. Yes, there is tension. Right behind me is a Leh airport. There is increased activity happening since 7 a.m., fighter planes taking off, helicopters on their sorties. Yes, there is increased activity. But we are also told that very senior officials of both sides are directly in touch on the location and making sure that a conflagration does not happen at that very spot. Avni.
All right, Vivek, thank you so much for getting us all those details and all those developments on ground at the moment in Ladakh. We'll come back to you as and when more developments take place. But meanwhile, I want to tell our viewers about the incident that Vivek was just referring to, the woman in Ladakh who was seen standing outside the hospital where the mortal remains of the martyrs were in fact kept with a prayer wheel. Now, she said that she would not move until they are laid to rest. Vivek was at the spot at that point in time and managed to speak to her as well. Take a look.
I reached here at the government civil hospital at Leh around 8 a.m. and since then I have seen this lady. She's been having this prayer wheel with her and she's praying obviously right outside, and behind her is the mortuary where Indian braves autopsy is going on. It's very difficult to understand this feeling that the lady is going through. I'll try and ask her, Madam, आप सुबह से हैं यहाँ पे, आपके हाथ में ये prayer wheel है, आप क्या प्रे कर रही हैं आप? क्यों आई हैं यहाँ हॉस्पिटल में? आपका कोई एडमिटेड है? क्या हो गया?
नहीं जी, हम कल उधर जवान लोग शहीद हुआ ना, इसलिए हम लोग दुखी हो गया, इसलिए उनको विदाई करने हमारे लद्दाख की है ना ऐसे खतर लेके विदाई करता, इसलिए हम लोग इधर आया। दुखी हम लोग बहुत, हमारे देश का जवान शहीद हुआ ना, इसलिए दुखी, इसलिए हम लोग पूजा कर रहे हैं।
क्या आपके हस्बैंड, आपके बच्चे कोई आर्मी में है क्या?
मेरा तो नहीं जी, फिर भी ये सब मेरा बच्चा है। हम लोग आराम से घर में सोता है, ये लोग देश, हमारा देश में जो हम लोग आराम से सोता है, ये आर्मी की वजह से सोता है, आराम से खाता है। हम सोचता है आर्मी लोग, हमारे बेटा लोग हमारे देश का रक्षा कर रहा है, इसलिए हम आराम से सो सकता है, हंसते रहता है, सोते रहता है। ये बेचारे लोग वहाँ कितना मुश्किल से वो सामना करता है अपना। अभी देखो कल अपना जान भी खो दिया उसने, हमारा देश का सेवा करते करते। हम लोग बहुत दुखी है जी। हमारे, मेरा बच्चा, सब बच्चा है हमारा, मेरा अपना घर का बच्चा नहीं होना चाहिए, देश का सारे जितने जवान है हमारा बच्चा है। हम लोग को कितना वो हम लोग के लिए कर रहा है ना, हम लोग को बहुत दुखी है, हम लोग को रोना आ रहा है। ये बच्चा लोग बेचारे, छोटा छोटा बच्चा है, किसी को छोटे छोटे बच्चे।
आपका शुभ नाम?
मेरा नाम श्री आंगरोले जी।
तो श्री आंगरोले, there a voice, a tenor, the emotion, whether you understand the language or not, reflects everything out there.
Well, the situation at the Ladakh border still remains tense, like Vivek was in fact telling us. The violent clashes between India and China, 20 of our soldiers were in fact martyred. A lot has been spoken about the repercussions of this entire situation, of the clash, the impact that it's going to have on the India-China talks, on the de-escalation efforts that were on, and what really led to these violent clashes.